Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we'll be looking at another syntax highlighting open source JavaScript library which is called as Ace Editor. Ace Editor is again a code editor that you can implement right in the browser itself if you want to highlight certain sections of your source code. So it comes with syntax highlighting in different languages, and it also supports various themes as well. So this is the official website, Ace Editor, high performance code editor component for the web. So I will show you a very simple example in the browser. So here you can paste any source code. So I pasted HTML source code mixed with CSS and JavaScript. You can see it is showing line numbers with syntax highlighting. You can select your language. So this is HTML code, so I will select HTML. And then we have different themes out there. You can see Dracula theme. We have Monokai. You can see different themes supports. So it's a code editor in the browser itself, and it supports multiple languages. You can now even write Python code as well. So in this way you can define Python code here in different languages with different themes. So now to get started, as I already told you, we are using this Ace editor. This is their official website. I will show you a very basic example which runs in the browser, and you'll be using the CDN for Ace editor. And for doing this, I will start from scratch. For building the user interface, we are also using Bootstrap as well. So I just included the Bootstrap CDN at the very top alongside with the Ace editor CDN as well. So all the source code that I will use in this video is given in the description of this video. So you can get that. So now to get started, we will write the editor, the UI. For that we will have the div, which will have the container class and margin top 4. We will have the heading, which will have this Ace editor dynamic syntax. So inside this we will have a label where the user can select different languages, and this supports all the languages, all the major languages. So for this we will have a simple select list where the user will give it an ID, and a form select bootstrap class, and here you'll be defining different options. So one such option will be JavaScript. So here we'll be replacing HTML. Then we have CSS. Then we have PHP, all the major languages. So once you have this, the second thing you need to do is for the theme select. So similarly, I will simply copy this and paste it. And this time this for selecting the theme. So change the ID here, theme select, and so we will have various themes. So you can go to the documentation of Ace editor and check out more themes as well. So I will paste these options. So Chrome, which is a default theme, Dracula, Monokai, Eclipse, Eclipse, all these themes are there. And lastly, after doing this, we will have the actual editor, which will be, we will give it an ID here of editor. So here you will paste your code or type your code here. So if you refresh your application, it will look something like this. The editor has not been mounted yet. You can't type any sort of code. Now for that you do need to write JavaScript code, and we need to include the script.js file. So I've just created this file here. So here you will mount your editor. You need to initialize the Ace editor. So for initializing it, you need to simply call ace.edit, and here you need to pass the reference in which, so editor, we will simply pass it. So this actually is the ID that we have given right here. So we are simply passing the ID right here. So after doing this, we can set some options right here. Set the theme, and we will be setting this theme, which is the Chrome theme. And then we will be setting the second option, which is for the mode, by using the set mode function. So here we will be setting this mode, ace mode slash, followed by which language you want to highlight. So in this case we want to highlight the JavaScript language, so here we'll be setting this language. So if you refresh now, if you go to console here, it should now, the editor should pop in now, ace.edit followed by the ID that you have given right here. All the source code that I will use is given in the description. So you can see this needs to be there outside this select list. So I have given this ID. So you will now see the editor will be there. So here you can paste any code. So you can see we have pasted this code. You will also see errors. If any sort of error take place, you will see these cross signs, which will signify that you have some error. Because it's a JavaScript language, we need to change this here to HTML. But if we change this, we do need to write code for this. So if I change language right here, we need to bind a event handler for that. So when we change the language here, which is, we are given a ID to it of language select, we will bind a event handler to it. So this change event handler will take place, this callback function will execute, and whatever selected language we will get, and then we just need to editor and session and set mode, and here we need to change the mode here to the selected language, and same goes with the drop down for the theme as well. So here we're targeting it by the ID. We will take the selected theme and use this function set theme, editor dot set theme. So like this. So if you now copy this code, so change this to HTML. I think this needs to be selected here. So now you can see as we are changing this drop down, the theme has been changing. Similarly, you can change the language as well. So in this way, you can easily integrate the ACE editor inside the browser. If you want to highlight any source code, you can use this open source library. It supports multiple languages, multiple themes if you want to highlight code. So you can highlight this and make sure that you have targeting this ID here editor, and make sure you give a fixed width. You can give width of 100%. Height, you can change this height to 500 so that this editor will have high width, high height. You can see that. So do check out freemediatools.com as well, which contains free thousands of free tools related to audio, video, and image. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next one.